we won't go over 2 hours like we did last time, which I don't think we will. All right, so tonight we want to cover cover following up and then closing the deal. Is everybody taking notes?
Yep.
Okay, I want you guys to take notes. Hey, Megan. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is there's 4 things that we need to do to grow our business. And I'm talking social media. I'm not talking about going out blitzing, putting wraps on people. Tisha?
Yeah, can you mute everybody because it's really hard to hear you because there's so much background noise.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, I'm going to unmute Leslie in case you're going to add anything to it. Okay? All right. Okay, so I want you guys to write these 4 things down because these are the 4 things that we need to be doing in order to grow our business. And I'm talking about through social media. That's posting, messaging, following up, and growing your audience. Those are the 4 things. So posting, messaging, following up, and growing your audience. If you do those 4 things consistently and intentionally, then your business is going to grow. So everything that we talked tonight, just have those in the back of your mind about, okay, I need to be posting, messaging, following up, and growing my audience on a continual basis. And then, like I said, we're talking about social media. I'm not talking about going out blitzing and all that stuff. But I will say this, getting out of your comfort zone. So my girls this week went out blitzing. Did you guys not see that? And for many of us, it was the first time they blitzed. And who was scared? Honestly. Amy, Kim. You guys were, let me turn this down. That was totally out of our comfort zone. But our goal this week was to just blitz one person. And what I did with my girls is I put a collage together of all of us blitzing, and I just asked them to blitz one person. And what I love is that a couple of them sent 2 or 3 pictures. Once they blitzed that first person, they got out of their comfort zone. They were like, you know what? It wasn't that bad. So they blitzed somebody else. So when it comes to following up and stuff, we have to get out of our comfort zone. And our number 1 product is people. So when we follow up, it doesn't always have to be about the products. If you're following up with someone who, say they had a baby last month, ask about, how's mom life going? Following up doesn't have to be, are you ready to order? Or are you still interested in the wraps? It can just be, you're building a relationship. Our number 1 product is people. This is network marketing, and we're building relationships with people. And it's not all about, okay, how can you benefit me? I want you to be my customer. I want you to be my distributor. What can you do for me? It's not about that. It's about building that relationship and touching. When I say follow up, it's you just want to make that contact, and it doesn't necessarily have to be about the business. It can be, but it doesn't always have to be. So when you go to follow up with somebody, and say I spoke with someone last week about about hair, skin, and nails, and I really need a customer, and I'm feeling desperate and all that stuff, but I just talked to her 4 days ago. When I follow up with her, I might not want to say, okay, let's get that order in. I might go to her page and see, well, what has she been going through the past 4 days? Maybe there's a reason she hasn't put her order in. Maybe she had to run to the hospital because her dad was in the hospital. So maybe I'll reach out to her and say, hey, I saw that, you had to run to the hospital, with your dad. How's your dad doing? I want you to know that I'm praying for you and your family. It can be as simple as that. And don't always expect them to message you back. let's see, and be bold with your follow-up. Like, don't, kind of like when we went blitzing, you almost have to just not think about it. Like, we have a product and we have a business and we have an opportunity that is unique and people need it. So when you go to follow up, don't overthink it and just do it. You just have to be bold and you just have to do it. And people are going to do business with people that they know, they like, and they trust. That's who they're going to do business with. So how do they know you? Like, if any of you have been on the power hours that we've been doing this week, we spend about 10 minutes of that power hour. We actually go and we comment on people's posts. So that's how you get to know somebody. You comment, they comment back, and you start building that relationship. So that's how they start to get to know you, okay? And they want to do business with people that they like. So sometimes you have to sit back and go to your Facebook page and look at it and ask yourself, would I follow me? Would I like me? You know, what I'm posting and the pictures that people are seeing and the comments that I'm making, am I being positive? Am I being excited? Am I talking about the products? Like, ask yourself, would I follow me? You know, that's part of, you know, people are going to do business with people that they know, like, and trust. So that's the like part. You want to make sure that people are, because they're watching you and they're going to go to your page and they're going to check you out. Another thing that we do during the power hours is that we only take about 3 minutes, but we'll go to your groups. If any of you have not gone to your groups lately, go check out what groups you're a part of. And especially if you've been on Facebook for years. Like, I had over 400 groups I was a part of. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, I was a part of T-Mobile. I don't even use T-Mobile. I don't even know how I'm a part of T-Mobile. But, like, so we want to, like, go and clean up your Facebook page. So, like, during our power hour, we'll take 3 minutes and we'll go to our groups and we'll kind of go through there and be like, you know, do I need to, like, you know, big booties, or, you know, like, some groups you just shouldn't have on your page, because this is our business now. You know, this is, think of your family. Like, this needs to be our highlight reel. That's what your Facebook page needs to be, your highlight reel. So certain groups we shouldn't be a part of. So, you know, I encourage you guys to go to your groups, kind of clean it up a little bit. I'm still in the process of doing it. Like I said, I'm part of 400 groups. Why? I don't know, and like, I don't know. I'm just going to stop it right there. Groups I shouldn't be a part of. And then they want to do business with people that they trust. So this is where the consistency and posting comes in. People are looking for us to fail. They see that we started this business a month ago, and here we are 30 days later, and we were posting about it for a while, but now she stopped posting. So if somebody goes to your page and sees that you were posting for a little bit and then all of a sudden you stop posting, they've just lost trust, because they're going to say, well, why did she quit? Did the products not work? Was the money not good? Was, you know, everything that she was excited about and posting about, was that all fake? So they're going to lose trust. So to help build trust with your with the people that are going to be doing business with you, you have to be consistent. You have to be excited. You have to be intentional about your posting on your Facebook or Instagram, whatever platform that you're using. So you really need to take that seriously, that people are going to do business with people that they know, they like, and they trust. And just because someone says no, that does not mean that no, they're never going to order from you. What that means is that no, they're not going to order now. That's why you can't take it personal. Do not take it personal if somebody says no, because it just means that they might not be ready this month, but they might be ready next month. You know, I'll use Debbie for an example. Debbie and I, we've talked for, a month or 2 months, month and a half, something like that. And she was just like, you know what, I'm not ready. So if I would have just stopped following up with her and stopped talking to her, stopped liking and commenting on her page and stop that relationship, then she probably would have signed with somebody else. As a matter of fact, she almost did sign with somebody else. But I kept that relationship going, and I knew a month and a half ago that she's not saying no, never. She's just saying no, not right now. She's just not ready. But then here we are a month and a half later, and she's ready. So it's all about like that harvest. You've got to plant the seeds, and then you'll reap them. And then I heard this today, and I thought it was really interesting, is that it takes 7 points of contact before somebody signs up. Have you heard that before, Leslie?
Yeah, I've heard that it takes 7 to 21 times for somebody to be exposed to something before they either agree to it or join. Right. And it's true. Every single one of them that's on here right now, it was not the very first time I contacted them did they sign or join. Mary Beth is a perfect example of that.
Mm-hmm. So when somebody says no to you, that could have been the very first time they've heard of It Works. You know?
Yep. And I want to make sure that I'm the last time. I want to make sure that I'm keeping in contact with them, because I've lost, some of you guys know this, but somebody that was friends with Michael growing up, she's a childhood friend. She lives in Arizona. She's great friends with our family. She goes to church with everybody. She became my loyal because she saw Michael was tagged in my post, and she asked me one time about the business, and I followed up with her 2 or 3 times. She kept telling me no, and I didn't follow up again. And the next time I reached out, she had joined somebody else, even though she was my loyal. So from that point on, I'm like, everybody's name I write down. I will not lose somebody else because I failed to follow up.
Right. You know, and sometimes when you do contact somebody, you may be that 5th or 6th contact that they've had in the business, and they might come out and say, you know what, I'm glad you contacted me because I didn't know any other distributor, and I really wanted to try these wraps for a long time. You know, so you never know.
Yep.
Were you gonna say something, Tisha? Wait, let me unmute you.
She's muted again.
Hey, I literally just had that happen to me. For hair, skin, and nails, a lady joined me because she couldn't find a distributor. And it just so happened my mom was in the hairdresser and was like, hey, my daughter sells that.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And the lady was like, really? And so she gave her, my mom got her information. I was like, go mom. And I followed up with her the next day, and guess what? She ordered from me.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Love it.
So yeah, I thought that was interesting. But it makes me feel better because when I do first contact somebody, and especially if I say, have you ever heard of It Works? Or have you ever heard of that wrap? And they say no, then I know automatically, you know, this might take a while. Can y'all see my dog's hair? I was petting him, and now I've got hair flying everywhere. That's gross. Sorry. All right. Let's see. Okay, so although this business is built on relationships, it is a numbers game. It is a huge numbers game. You're going to get 99 no's and 1 yes. And as bad as that stinks, that's just the nature of the beast. You're just going to get a lot of no's. And occasionally you might get 1 no and 3 yeses after that. You just never know. That's why you have to keep planting seeds. And they call it the rules of the harvest. And we all know this. We reap what we sow. So we have to continue to sow. And this is where it is important to be consistent, because you can sow. And then if you stop, down here, you're going to reap a little bit. But that little period of time where you weren't planting seeds, you might have a lull because you weren't planting seeds. So you have to consistently plant seeds, like just throughout the year. And we do have busier times, and we've got slower times. And during those slower times is when you can't, unfortunately right now it's not, like right now is our busy time, like busy time. So it's good. So the more seeds and the more people you can talk to right now, you're probably going to get a better return on your investment right now. But you're going to find that, after summer and stuff, it might slow down just a little bit, but that's when it's so important to plant seeds, because then especially after Thanksgiving, they'll run all these Black Friday sales and you need to be ready to message. On Black Friday, I signed up 10 loyal customers just because I had planted those seeds in that month and a half period. I planted all these seeds and we had a bunch of Black Friday sales and I was ready to go. And I got my list out and I messaged everybody, boom, boom, boom. And I got 10 customers just in that one day. And it was because I planted those seeds and then, I reaped that harvest. So you constantly have to be planting seeds. And depending on where you want to go with this company, if you really want to promote to diamond, you have to work your business every day. It's something that you have to do every day. And I'm not saying that you have to sit down and work 8 hours a day. That's not the case. If you just did a power hour every day, and not even in a full hour, if you did 15 minutes, while you're eating breakfast, 15 minutes during your lunch hour, and 30 minutes at nighttime. If you just had a good hour in your day to just work your business, then that's all you need to do. And that's why we're doing these power hours, so that you guys can kind of train yourself to know what to do. Because it's not that you have to sit down and message people for a whole hour. It's more than that. It's adding friends, taking friends away that haven't accepted your request, taking yourself out of groups, adding yourself to groups, commenting on people's posts, involving yourself in the groups, commenting in the groups that you're in, go and interact with people in these groups. So it's more than just messaging people. What else? Do you have anything that you want to add right now, Leslie? You just want me to keep going? Is this helpful? Okay. And if you guys have any questions at the end, we can answer those. Okay, my next thing I want to talk about, and this has to do with the whole trust, okay? People do business with people that they know, they like, and they trust. Do not air your dirty laundry on Facebook. I'm just going to be blunt about it. And I keep saying Facebook, whatever you use, Instagram, Facebook, whatever platform you're using. Don't air your dirty laundry. And even political posts, just be careful about what you say on your platform, because people are watching. And again, ask yourself, would I want to do business with myself? And even when it comes down to your pictures, okay, posting pictures of provocative pictures, I'll just say it. If we're posting pictures of us in provocative poses and stuff like that, do you expect someone to take you seriously if you're posting stuff like that? Or if you're cussing, or if you're bashing anybody? That's not who It Works is. That's not who we are. We are a faith-based company, and we need to portray that. And I'm not saying that you need to be like Jesus Freaks and have that on your Facebook page, but we need to, say kind words, present yourself in a professional manner. And that's going to help people trust you.
So can I say something real quick, Monica? So going along with that kind of ties into the pages that you like, because if you like a photo that's shared from one of those, a meme or whatever, a lot of times it ends up you have liked that page, and a lot of those pages have curse words even in the title of the page. So just be really wary even on what you like or comment on or share, because even when you share one of those funny videos, look at what the page it's coming from, because I've noticed a lot, especially lately, they're coming from pages that even the title of the page is curse words.
And we say this because we want you guys to be successful. So this is helping you to be successful. And then also, I didn't mention this, are you using the products and are you having fun? Because people are watching for that. because I can post before and after pictures all day long. I can post, you know, the ads that you find on the It Works Global page. I can post those all day long. But am I posting pictures of me, you know, actually using, like, do I believe in these products? And am I excited that I got a weekly bonus? Am I excited that I just signed a distributor? You know, am I excited that I just signed a loyal customer? Like, you've got to show that on your page, because that again is going to help build that trust. What else? That's kind of all I had about following up. And I guess the main thing about following up is to just, it doesn't always have to be about the products. It can be about, you know, something personal about building relationships. But the fortune is in the follow-up, because I can talk to somebody. I could have talked to, I'll use Debbie and I as an example. I talked to her a month and a half ago. And if I would not have written her name down, like, I talk to tons of people every day. When it came time, a month and a half, when Debbie was ready to join, if I wouldn't have, like, reached out to her kind of close to that time, she wouldn't have joined with me. She would have joined with somebody else. But because I have her written down in my calendar to keep following up, keep following up, keep following up, I was at the top of her mind, and that's who she signed up with. So, and there's, like, my calendar, sometimes, like, if I follow, these are my names. If I follow up with Mary and she's like, and I'm not ready, you know what I do? I go to next week. I literally go to next week and I write her name here, next week. And I'm either going to follow up with her and say, well, are we ready to get started? Or I'm going to ask about her son. I'm going to do something to touch base with her. You know, and another thing you can do to follow up is go to their page and start commenting on their post. You know, you want to be kind of like top of mind to them. I feel like I'm beating that in the ground. Hey, Tisha. Do you want to say something?
Yeah, she's muted.
Do you want me to unmute?
Oh, it's me unmuted. I'm sorry, I thought you had me muted. I was going to say that's so key too, because I guess I was going to ask you more of a question too, is what is too much follow-up? So, like, for instance, like you just said, okay, so Mary, you're going to put her down for next week. So are you going to keep following up with her once a week until she either signs up or says, please stay away from me? Or, you know what I mean? Or is it just like 1 week you're saying, how are you doing? The following week you're saying, hey, are you ready to sign up with me? Like, how do you find that balance?
If she specifically tells me I'm not going to be ready until next month, then I will write her name in my calendar for next month.
Okay.
But you better be sure that during that month, I'm going to be commenting on her posts, liking her post. You know, if I see that she's maybe going through something, I might send her a quick note and say, hey, I'm praying for you. Or, hey, or, you know, something to stay in contact with her.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah. No, it totally does. And I just want to, just wanted to bring clarity too, especially for a lot of people who are just starting out and how do I do this whole follow-up business without killing somebody in the process?
Right.
You know, that's just like a good thing. And even for me too, like, I just want to make sure I'm doing that correctly. And so, yeah.
Okay. Before I move to closing the deal, I want to take a picture because this is going to be my post tonight. So everyone say cheese. 1, 2, 3. Let me check it. Hold on.
Take one more just in case.
We need backup. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Debbie, I love it. She's so sweet.
Oh my goodness, she is so cute.
And y'all, listen, we're all in business for ourselves, but we're not in business by ourselves. So, like, if you have someone who you feel really strongly that you want on your team, and you just can't seem to close that sale, like reach out to us. Reach out to us and let us help you. And my team's really good about this. They'll send me a screenshot of what someone is saying, and they'll say, okay, what do I say? Sammy did that today about, she did the hair, skin, and nail post. So she sent me, okay, what do I say to this girl? So I sent her, I was like, say this and send this picture. And she did it, and the girl came back, and now she wants to talk to her about becoming a distributor. So if you are stuck, don't spend time sitting there saying, okay, what do I say? How do I word this? Like, reach out to us, because we've been doing it long enough where you're going to find that you're going to hear the same thing all the time. You're going to hear the same thing all the time. And so a lot of our follow-ups is we're saying the same thing. And since we're so familiar with it, we can help you in what to say. So please reach out to us. All right. So when it comes to closing the deal, my biggest piece of advice is to assume the sale. And this is with anything. You always want to assume the sale. So when you're talking to somebody, instead of saying like, well, if you want to order, here's my website. That's like the worst thing you can do. You don't want to say, well, if you want to order and then send them to your website. You want to be like, girl, let's get you started. I cannot wait to see your results. That's how you want to treat it. Like, you want to assume that they want this and they're ready to order. And you want to watch your wording. You don't want to sound desperate. And I know sometimes that's hard, and especially when it comes to the end of the month, because you want to meet your numbers. You can't sound desperate, because then it goes from your number one product being the person to my number one concern is that I need to make money, and people aren't going to want to do business with somebody that has that mentality. So you don't want to sound desperate, and you don't want to be shy. You want to be bold. You want to be confident. We know that these products work. We know that they work. So we need to allude that to our customers, that we're excited to see their results, and that we want to get them started. Leslie, do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah. So real quick. So I learned early on, I was giving out my website left and right, and I probably threw away 30 loyal customers until I figured it out. Don't ever give your website out. Don't put it on social media. Don't message it to anybody. The only way that they get my website is if I know they're sitting in front of their computer and they are ready right then and there. And so I had a girl earlier, she was asking about the wraps, and I said, great, do you have 3 or 4 minutes, and I can either walk you through the website, put in your order, or I can take your information down. And it went silent. So I know that she's not ready. So when she's ready, she'll come back and she'll tell me. And a lot of times when I follow up with somebody, if they tell me, oh yeah, I want to place an order, and I say, great, do you have 3 or 4 minutes, and I'll give you my website and walk you through it. If they come back, oh, I don't get paid till Friday. Great, let's touch base Friday, and then I'll walk you through it. Because if you give them your website, 2 things are going to happen. They're either going to get there, they're going to get overwhelmed by all the different prices, all the different products, and they're going to bail. Or 2, they'll get there and they'll change their mind, and you won't hear from them again. My kids are going crazy. I'm sorry. So
you need to get a hold of that, Leslie. No, I'm kidding.
It's the 2-year-old beating up the 7-year-old.
Okay.
And he's proud.
Mine is sleeping, thank goodness. And all right, one thing about the website. All right, did you guys know that, say you give out your website and they go to your website, but they misspell it, it is going to default to the It Works website, like the corporate website, which looks exactly like your website. So if you have a customer that does that and they put the order in, corporate's got the order. You're not going to get credit for that order.
That actually happened to me. I had a distributor. She was trying to sign up as a distributor, and she did that. And she got placed under an ambassador diamond in LA. And so it was this huge mess to get it fixed. Yeah.
Oh my
she got
God.
placed under Barbara Bozer. But that's part of the thing is, so when somebody tells me they're ready to order, I give them my website, and my little spiel is, hey, go to my website. I'm sorry, Facebook doesn't like links. I can send you a link through a text message if you prefer, but here's my website. When you get there, make sure you see my name and my picture in the top right corner.
Mhm.
And I have them double check, because after that happened, I don't want to even mess with that again.
And a lot of times I put the order in form.
Yeah.
But that happened yesterday with Kirsten. The lady said that she put her order in, and Kirsten kept checking her email. She never got her email. She logged into her eSuite, and she never saw it under personally enrolled team. So after about an hour, she called customer service, and that's exactly what happened. That the customer went to the It Works website.
Yeah, that's just part of my spiel now, is I make sure they have to check that my name and my picture are in the top right corner. Once you see that, then let's go to the next step.
Right. Okay. Do you guys have any questions about that? Or do you guys have any scenarios that you're dealing with right now that you want to talk about, and we can help you with what to say?
I do want to add, so when you guys are assuming the sale, and kind of Tisha, what you were asking, if I follow up with somebody every week, I will. So if I follow up with you one day and you're interested in hair, skin, and nails, and you kind of put me off, next week I might ask you and say, hey, you know what, I've got one product tester spot left for wraps, and I'm going to switch up the product on them and see if I can drum up any more interest. And I might even, if we've got a distributor BOGO kit or something coming out, I'm going to approach them as well. I'm going to say, hey, have you ever thought about making extra money while using these same products that you're already interested in? And I'll flip-flop it back and forth, along with messaging them personal information, kind of like Monica said, follow up about family members and whatnot. But I will offer them different products until I can get some interest and some chatting back and forth going again, especially if they're ones that they message me and then they go silent and it's like a one-sided conversation. But I'm going to keep messaging them until they tell me to get lost and they're not interested. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to go on my long-term plan, and I'm going to message them every 3 months or so. But in the meantime, I'm still going to follow up with them and comment and like on their post. Mm-hmm. I just won't talk about It Works right away.
And depending on like how, because everybody's different. Like you can make Fridays your day for follow-up. You know, you can have follow-up Fridays, or you can follow up on Saturday afternoons. Like you can either carve out a day where this is my day to follow up, or you can do it a little bit each day. So like whatever is easiest for you, just kind of work it, just get in the habit of doing that follow-up. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. All right. So I just have a couple of housekeeping stuff. If you guys don't have any questions about that, hopefully it helps.
If you guys don't have a calendar notebook like Monica showed, get one. It'll help you stay organized. Mm-hmm. A planner of some kind.
All right. So right now we're in month end. Okay. So this is just FYI. Customer service always, and our websites always slow down at month end. So like say what's the last day of the month? Is it Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah.
So like say Tuesday afternoon, you get somebody who wants to put an order in, and they have a different shipping and billing address, and it's something that you have to call customer service. Do it as early as possible, because at month end, it always gets crazy. So the sooner you can put orders in, the better. Another thing is credit card declines. When you go to reports and then go to downline orders, you can see any credit card decline. And especially right now with month end, if anybody has a credit card decline, you want to, if it's your customer, make sure you message them. Or if it's one of your distributor's customers, make sure that they message them. And if it's just a matter of they need to update their credit card, if it's the 25th or after, you want to call customer service and have them push it through. Because the 25th is the last day that they run auto ships. So if it's the 27th or 28th and they update their credit card, it's not gonna count for this month. And you want it to count for this month, because what happens this month is going to affect your commission check that you get on the 15th. So credit card declines, make sure you call customer service to update. And then just keep in mind that the websites and customer service runs a little bit slower, which they're slow now, but anyway. And And then another thing, I just want to stress the One Team, One Missions. If you guys, get on your events page on your website and look to see what the closest One Team, One Mission is to you and try to get to one. It's like a rap party on steroids, but it's also like a mini conference. And I mean, Tisha went to one this week, and she actually took a girl that she wants on her team. She took her. Do you want to share anything about that, Tisha?
And honestly, I think that really did seal the deal. She hasn't signed up yet, but I'm pretty sure she's going to. It's just that we hadn't been able to connect afterwards because she went to a conference this weekend. But anyway, it was, there is something very cool that happens at that. It really is, like Monica said, like a little mini conference, because you're getting to hear from the heart of It Works, from Ambassador Diamonds, who are spending all this time with Mark, Pam, and Mike. And the great thing is Pam Souter was there. So, which was even cooler because we got to hear how this company began in the first place. And so that was a really neat thing. But the ambassadors do a really great job of that. And just because their stories they're inspirational, because they started out just like a distributor and now they're at the top of the company. And so to hear their stories and their struggles and how they got through it is just a really neat experience. And then plus there's just such an energy because you're in there with a few hundred people, depending on how big it is. I've been to one that was only 50 people and it was just as energetic as well. So, and every time I've been to two, they've been great. So, I definitely would encourage and listen, bring people with you. Like, bring people with you. You will not regret it. And make it fun. Like, tell them, like, it's so fun. You're going to have a great time. I'll take you to dinner afterwards. Like, buy them dinner. I don't care. Who cares? Hey, you want a free dinner? Come with me to this thing, And
it kind of lights your fire too. I mean, like, we come out of conference fired up. I mean, we're so and naturally, life happens and you just that fire just dies down a little bit. Not that we're not excited. Obviously you can tell we're excited, but every once in a while you just need that fire kind of stoked a little bit. And that's what those One Team, One Missions do.
Same with these boot camps too. Get to these boot camps too, the 3 boot camps.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I wanted to mention that. All right, so I did a contest yesterday and today, and I said the number 2 would be your BFF. So if you signed up 2 loyal customers or 2 distributors or 1 customer and 1 distributor, whatever, that I would send you some products. And then if you did that twice, so that would mean you would sign 4, and it could be a combination of anything, then you could get a shirt from the It Works store. So Kirsten got 4. She signed 3 loyals and 1 distributor, and she's not even on here, so I'm gonna have to give her a hard time. And Kim signed 3 loyal customers. Woo! Like boom, 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 back to back. Doesn't that feel good? Like,
congratulations.
It feels good to sign up 1, but when you get like boom, like that, like you feel like you're like, man, I'm the shit. You know what I mean? Well,
no cussing, Monica. We're recording.
Oh, sorry. And I tell you guys not to cuss. You know what it is? This has me fired up.
It was like 3 and 24 hours.
I know.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Seriously, that's rock. Isn't that rock star status, guys?
Yeah.
I mean, 3 customers in 24 hours. That's like rock star status.
Now do it again.
I know, do it again. Now listen, you have until midnight tonight, and if you do 1 more, then you're gonna get a shirt.
Oh, I want a shirt.
You can do it. I hope they put the new stuff up soon.
Girl, I'm usually every day.
Usually it's up within a week. This is weird.
They may
I went to go look for the catalogs and I couldn't find them.
It's like maybe they're updating it then.
Yeah.
Just so you know, the mini defining gels are coming in the packs now. The new packs.
That's right.
Finally.
Okay, and then I also wanted to mention the power hour. Who this week has been on a power hour? I know Jillian, you were on one. Amy, Debbie. Did they help you guys? Do you guys Jillian, I'm gonna unmute you. I mean, can you just share a little bit about it? Like what you got out of it?
Just how much you can accomplish in that short period of time. Like not dwelling on the one thing for more minutes was really good for me. And that boost at the end because my Facebook's really low on friends. Like I don't like a lot of people apparently, but to push. So I have a daily goal of 2 people, and then you said add 20 people, and I was like, you kidding me right now? But I added like 16 people, and they all accepted.
Well, good.
So that was like a huge push.
So that's pushing yourself.
Yeah, you pushed the life out of me that day.
I love it. Thank you, Monica.
And listen, the next day, didn't she sign a lower customer? When that the next day?
I did. I've signed 2 since then.
Yeah, she's been killing it.
I love it. All right, let's see. Debbie, where are you? Let's see. Hey, Debbie.
Hey. I got a kid that's screaming. Sorry.
It's okay. It's real life. Do you want to share something about it?
Well, I've got a little bit more confidence, like my Facebook posting and like trying to, because I was really bad at like telling people happy birthday or commenting on their stuff. I just kind of didn't care. And so I'm kind of doing more of that now and you know, taking the time, and I've got a few more responses from it. So
right.
Got any loyal customers yet, but I'm hopeful maybe tomorrow.
You're starting to care now.
Yep. Starting to care.
That's good. All right. Amy, I unmuted you. What about you?
I just like all the different activities and having a certain amount of time to get them done, and it didn't give you much time to think about what you were doing. You just kind of went in and did it. Right.
It helped you be bold, like just do
Yeah.
it. Okay. Well, I'm probably gonna do more this week, so I'll let you guys know. But if you can at least get on one power hour just to see how it is, it can really help your business. Okay, so last week my team blitzed. We just blitzed one person, and everybody got out of the comfort zone. And I'm so excited because I know that when like Mark and all them get to work tomorrow, they're probably going to see it because I tagged them in it. So my challenge this week is to get a wrap on somebody. So whether it's your husband, your, I don't know, your sister, your best friend, your coworker, you know, anybody or somebody that you're going to sell the wrap to, like get a wrap on somebody. And a wonderful thing to do, kind of like what Sammy did, is to go live and do it. But I understand that sometimes that's not, that's hard to do. But at least take a picture. And I'm going to do another collage. Because I don't know if you guys read your email yet, but on our family call tonight, they're going to talk about Blitz Wrap Repeat. And they're going to talk about taking pictures with you and your team out doing this stuff. And they're calling it It Works Go-Getters. So we're already ahead of the ball. We're already doing it. We've done our blitz. And now we're going to do wraps. So that is my challenge to everybody, is to get a wrap on somebody and either go live or take a picture, you know, do something. And then we're going to put it together and then, you know, do the hashtag It Works Go-Getters and all that stuff.
Same goes for my girls too, if you're on here.
Right.
That's your goal this week.
And then, all right, let's see. Wrap one. And then my last thing is I want to explain to you guys March 2nd and why March 2nd is absolutely the best day to sign people. So with the promotion that we've got going on, it is, all right, so with this promotion, when it's set for the Go Fast, when it says 3 months, it's actually 3 calendar months. So if you sign somebody on the 2nd, their March is not going to be a full calendar month. It's not going to start until April. So really, they've got 4 months to get the $10,000. So what I would do if I were you is if there's anybody that you really want on your team, to reach out to them and explain that to them and tell them, look, I do not want you to join my team until March 2nd. Because if you join March 2nd, that's going to give you the most time to get this bonus, to get the fast bonus. And there's 31 days in March. So they're going to get like a full 4 months to go diamond and get the fast bonus. So that's, and you'll probably see people post about that. A lot of the leaders post on the 2nd, they'll say, today's the best day to join my team because blah, 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 blah. So, but my advice is to start planting seeds now because we've got, 3-4 more days until March 2nd, 3 more days.
3 more days to get them primed and ready to put them in.
Yeah. And like Leslie and I were even talking about this last week because like we've got a good handful of people that should be joining, but we did not push the issue this week with them. I didn't reach out and say, are you ready to get started? I didn't even touch it because I know that next week, that's when I want them to join.
Yeah, I'm going to start reaching out to mine probably tomorrow and just get them primed and ready. Krista's a perfect example. Krista joined last year on the 2nd of March.
Aw.
But she was one that I told, don't join till the 2nd.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. You'll have to fill me in. My son unplugged my computer and it shut off. So sorry. I'll listen back.
We were talking about how March 2nd is the best day to join because they'll get 4 months. Jillian, your husband lost 25 pounds since the start of the year. Oh, awesome.
That's awesome, Jillian.
What is it? Let me unmute you. What's he doing?
He switched from energy drinks and soda to drinking the greens. We both did that. He just lost a whole lot more weight, but he's just been watching what he eats.
That's awesome.
You need to make a post about that.
He won't let me. He just left the room, actually.
You can just put a picture of the two of you together and just put in the wording that he's lost X amount of weight since the beginning of the year for just switching a few things around.
It's pretty cool.
That's awesome. So he's going to let you wrap him?
Yeah.
Live?
No. God, no. He'll probably confiscate my phone before he does it, too.
Huh?
He'll probably confiscate my phone before he does it.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. So do you guys have any questions? That's all I have tonight. Unless you guys can think of anything. Did everybody watch that video I did today about your chicken soup list? Okay.
It's in the Diamonds and Ice page if you guys haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. All right, so this is available to you if you guys want to do this. So every Thursday night, there is a live wrap party. And it's basically an event that's set up, and there's a live event where somebody basically goes to the party pad, and they talk about a few products. And it's a girl that's on our team. Her name's Jessica. So if you guys want to send customers or potentials or participate in that, then that is available to you. Just know that. So there's a wrap party every week if you ever want to invite somebody to that. So, all right. Krista, do you have anything you want to add? No? All righty. You're muted, Leslie. Oh, no.
He was telling you hi.
There you go.
Oh, wait. Joshua wants to say hi to him. Joshua! He was like going crazy because
And I saw him.